6 tips to make varsity as a freshman. So number 1, get in the gym. The biggest piece of advice is to get in the gym, get strong, because one of the biggest things that's separating the freshmen from the seniors is the physical capabilities. Freshmen pretty weak, probably skinny, small, and the seniors are upperclassmen, bigger, stronger, faster. There's a big gap. That's why there's JV and that's why there's varsity. There's a gap between physical capabilities, but that's number 1 tip. So if you're 8th grader, 7th grader, 9th grader, 10th grader, get in the gym and, get big, eat a lot. 4 eggs in the morning, get a protein shake in. And as to what to do in the weight room is a lot of explosive things. So for example, I want to give you a quick example. So let's say you want to get strong on your bench press. So boom, get strong on that, load that weight up nice and heavy. And then you're going to want to lower that weight and then just move it as fast as you possibly can. Just move that weight fast. That's just going to make you fast, explosive. Also sprinting 2 to 3 times a week. You're going to want to sprint, get fast, get explosive, get strong. Those are some tips. But, number 1, get in the gym. Number 2, got my notes right here. Fail over and over again. So in practice, by yourself, really, that's the main thing. You're going to want to fail a lot. So, if you're taking ground balls with your dad or, you're hitting in the cages alone by yourself, you're going to want to fail. Figure out what works for you. Like, turn that machine up, bro. Turn that machine up fast so you're like, gosh, I can't hit this guy. Like I'm failing. You're going to want to fail. That's your main goal. Fail. If you're hitting and it's way too easy, it's just beautiful balls, just super easy that make you feel super good. It might make you feel really good in the moment, but whenever game time comes, you're going to be struggling. So just go out there and fail a lot. When you're taking ground balls, fail, make the errors, Try. I'm not saying make the errors on purpose. Of course, you're going to want to go out there and try, but do not fear failure. You're going to want to fail a lot over and over and over again, because that's how you learn, and then you adapt to that. If you're learning and progressing, then that's how you will get better. Do dumb things and learn from it. So don't do those same dumb things over and over and over again. Just simplify the game. Catch, throw, hit. It's simple. Really, it really is. So a lot of the times, so here's an example. This first week of school just passed. I'm a senior now. And we had some freshmen. We're at second base, we're taking some fungo. I go up there, boom, nice and easy, boom, make that throw, turn that double play, boom, turn that double play. And then some freshman comes up, and he's over there, stand up, he's over here, just messing stuff up, just trying to get in there and just, take a deep breath. All right, get up there, dance with the ball, react to it, catch the ball, just catch the ball. You do not have to be super fancy and, super clean as a freshman, because, you're a freshman. Of course, the coach doesn't expect you to be some great player, unless, you've played a lot of, travel ball and a lot of baseball before that. But let's just say you haven't. But just catch the ball, make a throw. I feel like that's going to separate you so much from the other freshmen that are like doing all this, just field, boom, throw. And then hitting, you don't really have to do a whole bunch of just focus, bro. How do you get hits in baseball? Your barrel has to hit the ball. Let's use this. Your barrel, this is your barrel. The ball's coming, boom, you have to hit the ball. Place your barrel, wherever your ball is, just place the barrel. That's all you have to think about. Place that barrel right there. And that's all you have to think about, man. Easy as that. Ah, shoot, I think I messed it up. All right, number 3, act like you belong. I absolutely ruined this. But number 3, act like you belong. So like I said, this is kind of going into, what I was saying before, like being super, just take deep breaths, act like you belong there, act like you've been there before. Even if you haven't, that's what you got to act like. Or, the teammates are going to see that. The coaches are going to see that this guy's scared. He doesn't know what he's doing. Do not be super like that. Just play. You know, like, have you ever watched like a senior MLB player, whenever they make an error in the infield or they strike out, like, they're not super like like, most of the time they're not like that. They're not like get down on themselves. They're just like, boom, they make an error, look down, grab the ball, throw it back. Like, that's all you have to do. The other day in practice I made an error, but you have to act like, oh yeah, it's normal. Yeah, like, do not be super, they're all watching me. Just, I belong here, boom. I make an error, boom, grab it. Who cares, man? Who cares? You strike out, who cares? Nobody cares, man. That's the one thing. Act like you belong there. Act like you've been there before. All right, now number 5, outwork everybody. So, you know, the seniors are going to have priority over you. The juniors, the sophomores, they're all going to be over you. They're going to, you know, lean towards them more than they are you. So you're going to have to outwork them. You know, show your coach that you're willing to outwork them. Like, how can I outwork somebody? All right, I'm going to give you a little plan, a week plan. That's going to help you. All right. So you get home from school, you know, finish all your schoolwork, do whatever you're doing. You get home from school, eat a good meal, go to the gym, go get strong. You know, even if you're doing bodybuilder workouts, you know, it's fine. Just make sure you're doing some kind of explosive things, throwing med balls, stuff like that. And then after that, go back home, you know, eat another meal, another big good meal. Then you can go and hit, throw, whatever you're working on that day. So I'd say like one day you hit and then one day you throw. And like when you're throwing, just throw hard, bro. Just let it rip in practice. Let it rip, because then that's how you're going to learn to move. Your body's going to adapt and learn how to move, make these throws. So yeah. And then hitting, you know, a lot of us don't have access to to a machine. So just set that tee up. Set that tee up. Boom. Barrel right to the ball. And just keep doing that over and over for a long period of time. If you're an infielder, get a lacrosse ball, throw it at a cement wall, field it with your glove or with a sand or a flat mitt. Throw it, field, throw it, field, throw it, field. And that's how you're going to get actual ground ball reps, get better, outwork everybody. So that was 5 tips to make varsity and be better. Thank you for watching. And make sure to subscribe if you made it this far. I'm going to be posting out new content. And yeah.